Good morning, folks. How's it going? As a little snacky snack, I got me some toast. We got a nice grainy sourdough bread, a little layer of hummus. We got some mushrooms with some white wine, avocado, olive oil, eggs, and it's just... And of course, we can't forget about the vegan parm and hot sauce. So today is actually Valentine's Day. I thought it'd be a good opportunity to kind of chat about being single. Now, I know it sounds kind of contrary because I am in a relationship, but before that, I was single for a very long time. So, I got really okay with, being by myself and just doing things by myself. And, just dive a little bit deeper into that. Ryan is at work. For those of you guys that don't know, he works as a sous chef. And for the restaurant industry, service industry, Valentine's Day and Valentine's Day weekend is one of the busiest times for them. So he blatantly told me when we first started seeing each other that do not expect anything on Valentine's Day because he will be working for the rest of his life. And honestly, I couldn't give a flying fuck about Valentine's Day or just kind of holidays in general. If you guys saw our minimalistic Christmas video, I talked about, just questioning traditions. It's great to spend time with your loved ones, but the actual holiday in it itself, it's kind of meaningless. But yeah, this Valentine's, I'm spending the day by myself, and I couldn't be happier because I got Jasper and I got some good food. I also have some juice. This, oh my goodness, Happy Planet organic mango and peach. Oh, you guys already know that I'm an absolute slut for mango and peach, so having that in one beverage is just so good. I mean, I could do without the banana, but I understand why it's in there. It's pretty banana forward, however, with the mango and peach. But yeah, let me just finish my food and we can carry on with our conversation. Jasper, happy Valentine's Day, buddy. Whatever the fuck that means to you. Hi. Want some tummy rubs? Go on your tummy. Go on your tummy. Tummy, tummy, tummy. Not sure if you guys can see, but it is a snowy day today. Alright, so for today's beverage, we're gonna try a little iced matcha. I'm gonna put some of that blue tea that I got the other day and see how it goes. Then we're gonna try to layer. It's probably not gonna work. The blue. Wow, looks kinda ugly. All right, hold on. Let's take it into some better lighting. Maybe stir it up. Here she is. Wow, look at this blue. Okay, let's give her a little bit of a mix. Wow, wow. Wow, look at that. Just a bit more simple syrup. Yeah, that's a lot better. Tastes like a weird iced matcha. Definitely could have done without that blue tea. All right, folks, grab a beveragino, get cozy, and let's just chat. So before meeting Ryan, I was single for about 7 years. 7 years, holy shit, what the fuck was I doing? It's not that I was actively avoiding a relationship, it just didn't happen. I dated throughout high school, nothing obviously serious at that point. And then during university, had a couple things here and there, but no serious committed relationship up until now. But honestly, throughout the 7 years, I was very comfortable. Sure, there were times where, I got lonely, but for the vast majority of it, I was thriving. I think at that time in my life, I just wasn't emotionally available. I just didn't even know what I was looking for, because after I graduated university, I became very just busy with my work, and I honestly think I just kind of use that as a crutch. You know, I'm so busy, I'm doing so many different things, I couldn't possibly have time for a significant other. You know, after I graduated university, I went right into my own personal training business. And if you guys, man, personal training is just a brutal industry where you have to train your clients when your clients aren't working. So that's usually very early in the mornings. So from like 5 a.m. to 9 a.m. And then you have your noon clients between like 11 to 1. And then you have your after work clients from 5 p.m. to almost 10 p.m. some days. And it's not like you're working back to back to back unless you have that kind of clientele, but it's something that you have to build towards. So you just spend all your days at the gym. And then during that, I had my YouTube channel, you know, trying to grow my online training. And then after I kind of was over the whole training aspect, I got into my own kind of content creation, photography, videography side. So I just didn't really have a chance to just work. I never went to work at a set schedule of 9 to 5, and then after 5 I had time to just relax and chill. I was constantly just trying to grow my business. And I know a lot of like hustle bros, like I'll sleep when I'm dead, or this is my church and wake up at 4 a.m. type of bros. They just really say that excuse of like, oh, I could never possibly have time for anybody else other than me. But you know, that's not the case. Obviously, if you find a significant other or anything, you prioritize your time depending on what you want. And what's also different about the kind of entrepreneurial side is that you don't really ever have coworkers. You are truly just kind of by yourself. And it definitely was very lonely in the beginning, especially, you know, after I moved out of my roommates and I was living in my own studio and just kind of working for myself and just trying to do my own thing. There was just some days where I just literally would not meet anyone outside for work. Like it was just work. And then after work, it was, how can I grow my work? And it just became this very kind of unhealthy cycle of using my work as an excuse to be kind of to myself. I don't know if that makes any sense. I think, you know, that stems from me trying to become very successful and try to prove something to my parents or to myself or whatever. And maybe that's why I wasn't very like emotionally available to any of my previous partners, just because I didn't know who the fuck I was. And I know, as cheesy as it sounds, of like you really have to like find yourself before you can blah 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 with other people, I think, you know, a portion of that is true. Like you have to be pretty sure of who you are, and you can't expect your partner to find that for you. Also, speaking of the word partner, a lot of people give me shit for not calling Ryan my boyfriend and using the term partner. I mentioned this before, but I personally think the words boyfriend and girlfriend sounds very, very like middle school kind. I don't know, it just sounds very immature. The word partner honestly just sounds much more appealing, which is why I say it. But regardless, and I'm not trying to say you have to, you know, completely figure yourself out first before you make yourself, you know, available to other people, but I think you at least need a strong foundation of being okay with yourself, because it doesn't matter if you're in a relationship, it doesn't matter if you're married. I feel like everyone goes through waves of loneliness, and that's fine. That's completely normal, and I think we need to normalize feeling alone because it's normal. And I think it's more important to acknowledge that loneliness and, you know, have our individual coping mechanism. Not coping, I feel like coping mechanism sounds like such a shit thing, but, you know, just have our individual ways of dealing with loneliness. You know, I really don't know what the point of this video is or what I'm trying to necessarily say. Usually for a vlog, I have like my main points written down. This one I didn't. It's kind of going off the top of my brain or my heart, maybe some might say. But I think it's, if you are feeling lonely now or today or whenever, that's okay. Like, that is completely normal. But I do hope that eventually you can embrace, you know, being by yourself, because it truly is a gift. Like, you have no idea how many people in committed relationships just want to be alone, and they can't, because they are either committed or they have kids or they have family responsibilities. So if you are alone, man, you have this entire freedom and flexibility of, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. Like, I'm talking like literally anything. You can do anything and no one's gonna say shit to you. You don't owe responsibility to anyone. Nobody expects you to be at this time or whatever. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. You can work on yourself to whatever extent you want to, or you don't have to do anything. I really learned to embrace as I was growing my business, as I was living alone, because I knew that eventually, yeah, I'm sure I'll find someone. And you know what everyone says, like, oh, don't look for people, they're naturally gonna come up. But the reality is that if you are working from home and you don't have any additional hobbies, like, what other opportunities do you have to meet people? You don't. You're not gonna magically find your lover at a grocery store and you're gonna like drop an apple and then you guys are gonna both reach for it and then you guys are gonna just get married after. Like, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. Get on those dating apps, Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, whatever floats your boat, and, you know, put yourself out there. But at the same time, don't try so hard and don't try to change yourself. Fuck, I really don't want to start giving out cringy relationship advice, but what they typically say is just so true. Eventually, you'll find the person, or maybe multiple people, who knows. If you don't believe in monogamy, that's totally cool too. And you're truly gonna be able to be yourself without having to, you know, make any compromises or adjustments. And that day's gonna come. But I do understand this massive pressure from society to have your shit figured out by 25, be married, have kids at 30, whatever. And just, like, you gotta understand that that's just not the reality anymore. Like, we can't buy houses for 30 cents no more. Like, we can't buy a car for a piece of chocolate. Like, the times have changed. Like, it just doesn't work like that anymore. So don't expect your life to be this like nuclear family, white picket fence, because, you know, it's 2021. Like, we're still in a pandemic. Trust me, I know how it feels. You go to like a family function and they're always asking, so when's the girlfriend? When are you gonna get married? Are you dating? Do you have any girlfriends? I'm like, joke's on you. I don't know, there's just like so much pressure on both ends of the spectrum. It's like women have to get married ASAP, and, you know, they have to have kids or they're just gonna like dry up and all their eggs are gonna disappear and they're not gonna be fertile anymore. And it's like, you have to find your stability in a man, and that's just like so fucked up. But then at the same time, nobody cares about how the guy feels, because guys don't have feelings and guys are masculine and guys are like fucking a brick wall. Not literally fucking a brick wall. I mean, maybe. What I'm trying to say is that there are unrealistic expectations that are put on all of us. Anyways, I don't really want to turn this into a very pessimistic video. However, if you are single, I hope you just kind of learn to accept it as a very, you know, liberating and free time in your life. But yeah, honestly, folks, if I can find love after 7 years of not dating, moving to a completely new city during a pandemic, dating for the first time a different gender, and, you know, everything worked out. So that's happened. Literally anything is possible, okay? All right, folks, so that's pretty much it for this video. You know, I don't want to say Valentine's Day is a waste of time. You know, there are some positives of Valentine's Day, like the day after, where chocolate and candy is at a discounted price. But other than that, Valentine's Day is highly, highly overrated. Make sure you guys get some discounted candy and chocolates the day after. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share with your friends and family, and remember to be less shitty, especially to yourself, okay? Okay. Jasper, let's end things with a tummy rub. Tummy rub. Hi. All right, goodbye, boop. 3, 2, 1.